Welcome back to the Daily Bible Breakdown. Today we're going to be covering Numbers chapters 7 through 9. In chapters 7 and 8 we find more details about the Levites' service in the tabernacle. Chapter 7 is a very long chapter as it explains the various offerings brought from the tribes. It actually goes back about a month in time to when the tabernacle was dedicated, immediately following its completion. We read that the leaders of the 12 tribes of Israel brought an offering of 6 wagons and 12 oxen to the Lord, which were to be given to the Levites for them to use when transporting the tabernacle on their journeys. The Merarites were given more than the Gershonites because they were responsible for carrying the heaviest portion of all this, the framework. The Kohathites were not given any carts or oxen because the sacred objects, including the Ark of the Covenant, were to be carried on their shoulders. Now, failure to follow these instructions in the future would lead to tragedy, but we'll see that actually when we get to 2 Samuel chapter 6. The rest of the chapter explains how each tribe then brought an identical offering for the dedication of the altar. And after those offerings are summarized, we read that the Lord spoke to Moses in the holy place of the tabernacle from the mercy seat, which you'll remember was actually the top, the lid of the Ark of the Covenant. In chapter 8, Moses is given instructions to pass on to Aaron concerning the lighting of the lamps within the tabernacle. And then God speaks to Moses again, this time concerning the consecration of the Levites. It's interesting to note that their cleansing was both external and internal as they cleaned and shaved their bodies and then offered sacrifices to the Lord. The chapter concludes with the stipulation that Levites would be permitted to serve in the tabernacle only from the ages of 25 to 50. When we get to chapter 9, we find that the children of Israel are finally preparing to leave from their camp at Mount Sinai. And Moses is told to instruct the people to keep the Passover. Everyone was to observe it, no exceptions, even the foreigners who were in their camp at that time. The chapter concludes by explaining that the multitude was not to move so long as the cloud or fire, which signified God's presence, was resting on the tabernacle. That's all the time we have for today's Daily Bible Breakdown. We'll see you in the next episode.